After the 3.5 days, the breath of life from God entered into them, and they stood on their feet. Great fear fell on those who saw them. This brief and powerful image speaks to the heart of divine timing and resurrection. In seasons when all seems finished, when hope is buried beneath the weight of loss and silence, God's life-giving breath moves with sovereign wisdom. The interval of 3.5 days reminds us that God's deliverance is not always immediate, but it is certain. Waiting is not empty. It is a sacred preparation in which the Spirit gathers what looks dead and fashions it into a testimony of mercy. When life returns, it does so with dignity and purpose. To stand on one's feet after being motionless is an act of testimony. Those who rise become a living proclamation that God holds power even over endings. Their standing proclaims that suffering has not been final, that the designs of despair have been unraveled by the touch of the Almighty. In that posture, there is not only recovery but witness, a public demonstration that grace can overturn destiny. The fear that fell on observers is fear that is holy and awakening. It is not mere terror but reverent awe that awakens conscience and changes hearts. When people encounter the unmistakable work of God, their small certainties are broken, and new questions begin to form. This fear invites humility, a recognition that human calculations are limited and that a greater story is unfolding. In the presence of divine action, the proud are humbled and the curious become seekers. From this scene we learn the patient power of hope. We learn that God's ways may include stillness and endurance and that faithful waiting is a form of worship. We learn to trust that lifeless things, relationships, dreams, communities, spirits, can be renewed by a single breath from God. We learn to stand as those who have been given life, to carry the testimony of redemption with quiet confidence, to serve as living signs that God is both just and merciful. May this truth shape our hearts. Whenever death appears to have the final word, God's breath can restore, and those who rise will awaken others to wonder. Let us live in expectancy, refusing despair, prepared to stand when life returns, and ready to proclaim the mysterious and compassionate power of our God. May the breath that revived them breathe into our weary places, into broken homes, shattered dreams, lonely hearts, and parched ministries. May we be instruments of that breath, carrying hope to others, faithful to witness even when seasons are cold. Let our lives be signs of resurrection, gentle lights in dark rooms, steady hands lifting the fallen. And when observers see the work of God in us, may their fear turn into reverence, and reverence into faith. Always. Amen.